Let's begin on the back with the knees bent, the hands resting on the tummy. We'll bring our awareness to the breath here as we let the body soften into the earth. It's perhaps a little cushion under your head. Just feel your body get comfortable, and with the hands resting on the softest part of the belly, bring the awareness here. Feel the breath come and go. And just notice it. Notice its texture, the temperature, the pace of it. Relax into it. And as you do, you feel it become a little bigger. Letting the belly rise into the hands. And then as you breathe out, feel the belly empty and drop into the body. I think lying on the back with the knees bent is probably the easiest way to feel and establish that abdominal breath. So there's a real letting go here as we exhale. Let's see if we could bring the hands up a little wider, a little higher. Maybe even bringing the thumbs around the back of the ribs here. Keep going with the abdominal breath. And just see if you could breathe in for a little bit longer, expanding into the ribs. As you empty the breath, let it go from the belly first, and then feel the rib cage softening. So just use the hands whatever way helps you to feel that second phase of the breath. And once you've established this second phase, this intercostal breath, you can let the breath get a little bit bigger again. Bring your hand or both hands to the chest and just feel at the very top of the inhale, the slight lift of the chest. Notice how much space you've created now for the breath and just how slow and full it can be. Not even just deep. It's deep, but it's also expansive through the sides, the middle, and even the top of the lungs. So using your hands wherever it helps you to feel this. Let's take one more round. So notice that the rise in the belly is not the very base of the tummy. So it's possible to breathe into the belly, even in postures where we're holding Uddiyana Bandha, the lower belly in. At the very end of this breath, let's bring both knees into the body. So just make sure if you've joined the practice at this point that you have your microphone on mute. We'll take the arms out wide now, take a breath in, breathe out and drop the knees on over to the left. A right angle with the legs there, bring your hand to the top leg. Take a breath into the belly, into the ribs and into the chest. Breathing out, roll the head towards the right, opening across the chest. Now another 3-phase breath here. Can you feel that in the belly, ribs, and chest? Then as we breathe in, come back across the center and let the legs drop on over to the other side. Easing into the twist on the other side. Now let the eyes close. Take this opportunity to really come to your breath. Because this breath will carry us the whole way through the practice. And as things get more challenging, we turn to the breath. Bring it on back to the center, breathing in, follow that breath. And as you breathe out, just roll both knees into the body here. Good. Now lengthen the legs long down the mat ahead of you, the arms overhead. Take a big breath in, reach to the fingers and toes. And now breathe out, lift the hands, lift the head. Let's roll up. Breathing in, sit tall. Breathe out, roll back down, bone by bone through the spine. Breathe in, float the arms overhead, get long. And then breathing out, hands to the ceiling, or maybe even towards your legs. Roll your way up. Good. When you get up, breathe in, hands ahead of you, strong spine. Now round the back down. Breathe in, reach long to fingers and toes. Breathe out, lift hands, lift head, roll slow. Oh, one more time. Breathing in and rolling down, breathing out. Arms overhead, breathe in. Breathe out slowly up. Now when we get here, breathe in, lift the arms to the sky. And breathe out, bow forwards, over the legs. Bend the knees if you like here. Now can you feel the breath in the back of the body? Breathe out, bow a little bit deeper, no forcing. Drop the head. And feel another breath. Can you feel it through the belly, ribs and chest? Maybe you rise a little, make space. Bow forwards, breathing out, slow, gentle. Rise on up, breathe in. And we'll come over to our hands and knees. Okay. Hands firm on the earth for cat and cow. Follow your breath. Inhaling. Lift the head, lift the tailbone. Now exhale, follow the breath into cat. Navel into the spine, bow your head. Let this go a couple more times, moving with the breath, following in its wake. And listening, feeling into the little corners and edges of the body where things are forgotten, places that are overworked or neglected. Perfect, everyone. Now, one more time, breathe in and lift the head, lift the tailbone when you're ready. And then as you exhale, turn the toes under, come back to a downward dog. Anchor down through the hands, shift from one to the other. Feel the lift in the lower belly. But this really hasn't impeded our ability to take that full breath. So feel the breath now as you draw your hips up and back. And as you exhale, extend the heels towards the earth. Bow the head. Walk your hands down towards you. And when you get to your feet, bring the hands to the shins. Feel the inhale, float the body halfway. Feel the exhale, float the body back down over the legs, uttanasana. Dropping into this forward bend, drink a breath. A long breath out. Can you let your head, shoulders, arms relax? Yes and no with your head. Bend the knees, breathe in. Feel that breath start to roll you up a little bit. Pause, breathe out. Roll up a little more. So the arms, the head, they're just coming along with you, not doing anything. They're hanging. That's intense, isn't it, on the back at this hour? Bring it all the way up. Oh, the tension. Then roll the shoulders back. Breathe in, open the arms to the sky. Sometimes I feel really early in the morning like you're so stiff compared to later. Bring the hands together, draw them down to the heart. But I also feel like this then gives us a little head start on the day, letting go of that tension. Let the hands drop. Breathe in, let the arms rise to the sky. And then draw them on down again. Follow them down, head Dropping, arms dropping, bend the knees, roll a little bit of the way down. Now pause, tuck that tailbone in, so nice deep bend in your knees. Take a breath. And with the exhale, roll down deeper till the hands touch the earth. You can lift the hips a little bit, stretching the backs of the legs as you're ready. Stay here, or take your hands around behind you, interlace your fingers, your hands resting against the base of the spine here. Then breathe in, pull into the hands, lift them up off your back, over your head. They'll only go as far as they want to go right now. Breathe. The head down, clearing space in the sinuses. And let the hands go at the end of the breath. Bring them to your shins. Breathe in, floating halfway up. Ardha Uttanasana. Walk on out, downward dog. Bring your right knee down to the earth. And keep your right hand on the floor. And just turn that left foot so that it comes behind your right knee, flat on the floor. Spin your right foot to the right. We're taking the left hand up and over the head. We can even straighten that left leg there if it feels good. But as we exhale, bend the left leg again, soften in through the hips a little bit. And then inhale, open again into that side bend. Good. Once more, just soften like everything was melting, coiling inwards. And then as we inhale, feel the rebound effect from the earth, opening through the side. Breathe out, come on back, downward dog. Feel a breath here. Drop your head, exhale completely. Feel the lift in the lower belly. Now, left knee to the earth, same thing on the other side. Keep the left hand down, spin the left foot to the left, put the right foot flat on the floor, and then inhale. We're starting to extend the right arm over our head, almost to the floor, if you know what I mean. You breathe out and you soften through the joints, and then breathe in, push the ground away, feel the body expand. Couple more times, your pace. Exhaling to the roots. Inhaling deeper. One last time. So we can really exaggerate the movement. And then turn it back into our downward dog. Now feel downward dog. Breathe into it. Drop on down to your knees and come forwards. Breathing out, bring the chest and the chin to the earth. Keep the hips up for a sec, elbows in by your sides. Now slide on through to your front. Cobra. Come on back down. And bring your forearms to the earth. Breathing here in upward puppy. End of the breath, bend the left leg and hold your foot now with your left hand. Push your foot into your hand. Let that draw your shoulder back, lifting even a little more through the chest. Notice the neck though. No strain in your neck. Take another breath, then release it. I'll come to the other leg. So bending the right, hold your foot. Now feel an inhale. Push the foot into the hand, lifting in this little variation of bow. Breathe out, it can soften. Breathing, give it a little bit more. And release it. Bring your hands back under your shoulders or even a little further along towards the ribs. Rise in cobra or upward dog. No tension in the neck. Back into downward dog. Breathing here. Let's Step the feet together and feel an inhale. Float the right leg up. Go up on the left toes. Keep going. Now take the foot through between the hands. Put your couple of blocks here if you have them. Bring them either side of your foot. And breathing in. Round in and upwards, bowing your head. And as you breathe out, get longer and deeper into that lunge. Turn the back foot so the heel comes down. Stand one of those blocks up high, the one under your right hand. Straighten that right leg. Right hand on the block, I'm taking the left hand off the block, okay? Just trying to build up Trikonasana from here. So right now, kind of facing the earth, I'm gonna straighten the leg as much as I can. So if I can't get that straight there now, put another block under the block you're using and get that strong straight leg. Okay, now roll the chest, the ribs, shoulders open towards the sky. A left hand on the ribs here. Breathe into the belly, into the ribs, into the chest. As you breathe out, soften that left rib cage into your body. Feel the strong straight lines of this Trikonasana. Take another breath. Long breath out softens the ribs in. Now on this inhale, we'll take the arm right up overhead. No strain in your neck. Breathe out, bring the arm further overhead so you're now extending fully through the side body. Take a breath here, push from the feet, get longer. Breathe out, drop the arm down, come on up to standing. Rise all the way up, arms out wide. Now reverse it, left hand to the back leg, right hand to the sky. We're going to go forwards now into half moon. So hop the back foot forward. Get a block or two, or you can do it on your fingertips, right hand. It's going to come to the earth a little bit ahead of you, off to the right a bit. Take the weight into the right leg. Now, no hurry, keep the leg bent. Float the back leg up. Draw the lower belly in. Keep rising to extend into that pose, opening left hand to the sky if you can. Breathe. So now it gets a little more challenging. Trying to find that balance and a fair bit of effort. But can we stay with the breath? Don't be in a rush out of here and notice how it changes. Bring the top arm by your side. Look down. Now, bend the standing leg a little bit. Take more weight into it. Take your hand off the block. Step back. Warrior two stance. Open the arms wide. Breathe out. Go into it. Bend the knee. Now again, straighten the leg and we'll reverse. Left hand to the back leg. Right arm to the sky. Breathe out. Turn. Back into our lunge. No blocks. Back into downward dog. Breathing in. Breathe out. Now you can either do that 8-point pose again or a full chaturanga. So let's breathe in. If we're going for chaturanga, shift into plank. If you're 8-point pose, stay in downward dog. Breathe out. Lower your way. Rise to your back bend. And back. Downward dog. Bring the feet together. Breathe in the left leg, rising slowly up on the right toes. Feel a little more height. Then draw the leg through, breathing out. We'll bring our blocks in if we have them either side of the foot. Breathe in, coiling, gathering, bow the head. Breathe out, lengthen into the lunge, deeper bend in the knee. Turn the back foot, bring the heel down. Stand up that left block, keep your hand on that, or you can even go higher, you can stack it up. From here, straighten that left leg. So the right hand is not down on the ground anymore, but we haven't fully opened to Trikonasana. You just want to try and straighten the leg, not locking the knee, but the thigh engages. Okay. Now bring the right hand to your ribs as you rotate the body away from the earth. Turning the chest, turning the ribs and the shoulder. Hand on the ribs is nice because now, as we exhale, feel that top rib cage move down into the body. This will lengthen the left side. Take another 3-phase breath. Feel it. Can you feel it in the ribs? And can you let that go and soften the ribs in? Take the arm to the sky, breathe in. Take it overhead as you breathe out. Be here and push from the feet, get longer through the side body. Breathe out. Another long inhale. Again, that feeling of rebound where you get even longer in the posture. And then breathe out, drop the arm and pull yourself up to standing, arms out wide. We go backwards, right hand to the leg, left hand to the sky, big breath. Breathe out, come back to the middle. Now here we go, half moon. Hop the back foot in, get your block or blocks, shift it forwards. So a good bit ahead of you, off to the side, lean into it, come into that left leg, keep it bent. As you lift the right leg, active, flex your foot. Now as that leg goes higher, left leg might straighten. Eventually, we'll take the right arm to the sky. Now feel, you're working strongly here to hold and lift everything. And can you feed it with a deeper breath? Notice the areas that are struggling or resisting. Notice your desire to come back down. Don't. Take one more breath. Bring the arm by your side. Now we take our time. Look down, bend the standing leg. Draw the lower belly in. Can you take the weight in the standing leg and off the hand? Just for a sec. And step back. Warrior 2. Slow it down. It's a lot harder, isn't it? Now let's reverse. Straighten the front leg. Left hand to the sky. Breathe out back into our lunge. So that's where the changes happen. Step it on back, downward dog. Breathe out. And now you decide you're connecting vinyasa. Inhale in downward dog or shifting to plank if you're moving to chaturanga. Exhale, chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, flow into your back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Walk the feet about halfway up your mat. Bring your hands back to your shins. Breathe in. Look ahead. Now breathe out. Hang in uttanasana. Hold the elbows. Draw them forwards. Framing the head with the arms. So breathing here. Drop your head. It's almost like your elbows are being pulled forwards and down. Whenever you feel ready, you just let that grip go. Drop the hands to the earth. Then fingertips to the earth. Feel the inhale. Lift the body halfway. As we exhale, we'll come to our squat. So feet a bit wider, toes turn out. Lean forwards as you ease the hips down a little. Hands to prayer, elbows inside the knees now. 3-phase breath. Exhale a little deeper. Inhale, can you feel that in the front of the body? So we haven't stifled that, we haven't rounded in and shut down that space. One more breath. Let's come to the earth. We're going to sit, but how you get there is up to you. Stretch the legs out in front. Bring the right leg up and over, foot to the floor. Keep the left leg straight. Bring the right hand to the ground behind you. Breathe in. Left arm to the sky. Breathe out as you bring that arm over the leg. So now you can either hug it into you or you can bend the elbow, bring the arm over and down. Now, drink the breath deep. Feel it in the ribs. Where can you feel it? Revolve around, turning the head to the right. Feel another breath. Unwind to the center, stretch that leg out, other leg up and over. Left hand to the earth. Now feel the inhale. Lift the right arm as you lift your spine. And then bring the arm either over and down or around the leg. Go deep with the breath. The inhale, creating a little more space and alignment. And the exhale winds us deeper. One more breath here. Unwind to the center. Stretch the legs out ahead. And bring the feet together, the knees apart. Baddha konasana. You can have your feet far ahead of you or in nice and close, what works. If you're okay with the feet in close, go for that. But if that means the knees are up here, take the feet further. Okay? Now breathe in. 3-phase breath. Lifts the body, lengthens. The knees drop down, the shoulders are down. We can stay tall. Or as we breathe out, bow forwards. Feeling that little stretch in the hips. And with each inhale, give yourself that little bit more space through the front. As you exhale, bow forwards. One more time. And let the head drop, let the chin come towards your throat. Inhale, come all the way up. Good. Bring the knees up, cross the ankles, wrap the arms around the knees, drop your head in. So let the breath quieten here. Just go inside your little cocoon. As you're ready, let the head emerge. Savasana. Let's get our socks, our jumpers, our blankets, our bolsters, and I'll set it up. So you play with what you have. If you have a bolster, yay, put the bolster across your mat, put a little block underneath the end of it that's near your head, roll a blanket under your ankles, cushion under your head, a cushion under each hand. If you don't have the bolster, try using your 2 yoga blocks or books or something and putting some cushions or pillows on that, or even a rolled up blanket. Work with what you have. A foam roller is quite good as well. You can use that and put some pillows on top of it. Just want to elevate the knees a little bit in relation to the ankles. And that will not just soften the knees, but it softens the hips and that releases the back. Then the cushion under the head brings the head a little bit down, the chin towards the throat a little. So if you imagine that if you were sitting without the cushion, often the head is back a little, the chin is up, thinking mode. When we bring the chin down, you move towards a more introspective place, a meditative, prayerful place. That's where we're headed in Savasana. Also gives physically a lovely release to the neck and shoulders. Take your time, set it up for yourself, and then settle in. Let go of the control of your breath. And feel yourself settle, tuning into the subtle rise and fall. As you do this, feel the subtle release in the body. As you let the awareness move down inside to feel the gentle breath from within. Feel the loosening of the grip of all the muscles that hold you together. Feel the head, neck, and shoulders relax. The arms, the hands, the fingers relax. The pelvis, the belly, the legs relax. Feel the ground beneath you. And the feeling of letting go into that support. Go inside. Continue to feel the easing of any residual tension, the gradual release of effort. Accepting this moment as it is. Allow yourself to be fully present. So thoughts will arise, changing sensations, feelings and emotions. It'll come along. Let it. Let the thoughts, the changes in sensation, the emotions, let them come, let them go. And if you find you've wandered along with one of those thoughts, headed down a path, Gently come back. Here and now, notice how you feel. No judgment. You're not failing. You noticed it. You've let it go. Come back. How do you feel? Now, if you have a positive affirmation, repeat it to yourself 3 times. Or today, repeat to yourself 3 times. I love and accept myself as I am. Now, let the awareness float to the surface. As you breathe out, roll your kneecaps towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, empty the back of the waist towards the earth, the lower back, and just hold the pelvis steady. As you bend one leg, bring the foot to the bolster, and then the other. And roll over to your side. Pause on your side. Come on up as you're ready. Find your seat. Let your palms face up a little away from you. Take a breath in. Breathe out, bring the hands together at the heart, bow the head. Bring to mind something you feel grateful for. Let's take a big breath in, open the arms wide, stretch up overhead. Gather it together, breathing out, draw the hands to the third eye, the heart center, and the earth. Namaste. Thank you.